Welcome back, everybody, to the Kalispell Warhawk Dynasty, and a game we've all been waiting for quite some time. Kalispell on the road to meet the Penn State Nittany Lions and quarterback Lamecca Warrick. Kalispell is coming off their first loss of the season, a shocking game against Minnesota where they were severely overmatched. And on paper, this game gives us even more problems. How much has Kalispell cleaned up since the 41-22 defeat? We'll be finding out shortly as the sun sets and we are underway. Kalispell and Penn State. Colt Sully out of the end zone, taking the offense up to the 22 open. Kalispell 2-0 all-time against Penn State in the Rose Bowl and the National Championship. Two of the most exciting games in team history. And today we get underway with an incompletion from Luke Irvin looking for Drake Maddox. Irvin trying to help the offense bounce back this week as he looks left, finds Lindsay who quickly cuts upfield, and it's an 18-yard reception. Kalispell really struggled last week in the trenches. We'll see if they can establish their ground game. They'll give Jenkins a carry-off tackle, and he'll pick up 7. Jenkins averaging 4.6 a carry thus far, and on third down, he'll spin his way forward and give Kalispell a new set of downs. We'll see how the pass game adapts, though. They've got to protect Irvin better this week. Now on 1st and 10, that throw is off the mark. Not a very good one from Irvin. 2nd down, 3 receivers in the game for Kalispell. They'll try Jenkins again, but he's chased down quickly at the line of scrimmage by Aaron Jordan. This is where Kalispell can get in trouble. You've got to protect the quarterback on 3rd and long. Irvin gets time, and there's Lindsay outside, and there's the conversion, 15 yards. Nick Lindsay already 17 catches on the young season. Now against the blitz, they dump it off to Maddox, who can run with it. And a big hit at the end of a 10-yard catch and run. Kalispell cruising down the field on their opening drive. 3rd down. Irvin has an open man. Thomas Henderson inside the 5. This is what we needed to see. Spread the ball around and get the ball out quickly. It's 1st and goal. Irvin will keep and run this in to end the possession. Touchdown, Warhawks. That is the statement maker Kalispell needed to open this game with. We have a quick update in Clemson, the new #1 team. Well, they do help us out a little bit, giving Oregon their first loss of the season. And now, the Lamecca Warrick show is underway. He made his debut in the FCS matchup, threw over 300 yards in the opener. He'll hand this one to Kevin Wilson for about 5. Warrick, one of the top recruits out of Columbus, Ohio over a year ago, did not go to Ohio State. Now a floater on 2nd down, he got picked off. It's Akinjide. Kalispell takes over, and this great opening continues. It's the senior captain, Jamari Akinjide, with a great catch, good concentration, and the Warhawks back in business. Short field now on 1st and 10, play action for Irvin. Under heavy pressure, he can't get it away. This was the problem last week. The pocket was not safe. Irvin was sacked 9 times. Now a 3rd and forever. Irvin gets time now, floating deep downfield, knocked away from Colt Sully. 4th down. All ready for Lamecca Warrick. 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions on the season. He'll come back to start this possession and throws a strike to Richard Carter for 13. There's Akinjide creeping down. Now he backs off as Warrick connects with Carter. What a throw. Perfect anticipation and accuracy. It's 2nd and 2. Warrick will call his own number, and Robinson there to fill with the tackle. And you've got to do that against Warrick. He can run very well. 3rd and 5 now. Penn State wants the screen. Wilson has it to midfield, and the 1st down is picked up. Penn State in plus territory. 2nd and 1. Here's Warrick now. He's got some room to run with it. Straight down the middle of the field for about 11 yards. Kalispell did attempt to recruit Lamecca Warrick, but he never really favored Kalispell at any point. Now looking outside, Marcus Copeland gets next to nothing, setting up a 3rd and 10. Now Kalispell can back off a bit. Warrick under pressure, floating outside. That's a dangerous pass, and it's knocked away by Juno Springs. So 3 on the board for Penn State. Each team has scored as the Warhawks take over. Here comes Sherrod Edwards in motion. It's a fake to Jenkins. Irvin away from pressure and throws it away with excellent coverage downfield. Kalispell still trying to figure out exactly how to best use all these new receivers. Pressure now on Irvin. He's going over the middle and it's knocked away. Looking for Maddox again. Blanket coverage. That will bring out Dominic Day to boot this one away. It is a line drive punt, cut on the fly by Avery Cruz. He's past Robinson and inside the 35. It is excellent field position as the Kalispell defense tries to make a stand. At the 34 of Kalispell, first down for Warrick, and the pressure is there from his right side. He's sacked by Michael Hurst, one of the pass rushers trying to make up for the loss of Maurice Collins. Second and long, again it's Michael Hurst, back-to-back plays. That's what this pass rush needs. Someone has to step up. Now it's third down and 25. Trouble here for Penn State. They'll break out the screen. Wilson getting up to the 40 and a little bit further, and they will bring out the field goal team for about a 55-yard attempt. From right hash, Walker puts it down, and this kick splits the uprights. Now a 1-point game. Kalispell here in the second quarter did very well on their opening drive, trying to regain that form as Irvin throws a strikeout to Tyrone Houston, and that'll go for a Kalispell first down. Houston not getting as many looks as Edwards or Lindsey in the past game, and now it's Jenkins. He's finding space outside across midfield for the best run he's had all year. After the 28-yarder, now a counter, and Jenkins this time not getting much. Good job by Vince Donaldson, one of their defensive leaders. That forces a 3rd and 7. Heavy pressure, and Irvin almost picked off. Donaldson dropping in zone coverage, almost picked it. So that's going to bring out Rick Thomas now for a long field goal of his own between the hash marks. This kick is away, and it is through the uprights, and Kalispell extends their lead 10-6. A good start to this one as Warrick will hand it to Wilson, who doesn't get much on the right side. Excellent play by Akinjide. Kalispell up in press coverage. Pressure gets there, and Warrick throws it away. Not going to take any chances against the great coverage. Kalispell getting it back. They're inside their own 35-yard line as Irvin will throw on second down and connects over the middle. A good spin from Tyrone Houston, and that is good for a first down and 10 yards. Lindsey and Edwards line up left. Now some play action. Irvin launching downfield with perfect touch for Nick Lindsey, who breaks free for 23 yards. We're seeing a good connection between these two. Lindsey the best route runner on this offense. And now a new set of downs. Jenkins up the middle, no chance. Just a couple yards. Now Lindsey lines up slot right alongside Houston. Good protection, launching again outside. Caught by Lindsey. The toe drag and the basket catch, what a play. 4 for 77. Lindsey off to a great start in his Kalispell career. And now Kalispell knocking on the door inside the 10. Here's Irvin to the air. Stepping up, running free into the end zone. Luke Irvin, touchdown. His 3rd rushing score of the year, and that is a 2-score lead for the Warhawks. I'm not sure anybody expected this after the way last week went, but Kalispell has improved on both sides of the football. The run defense has been a lot better after a really bad game against Minnesota. 3rd and 9 now for Warrick. They protect him, and he completes the pass to Rick Huffman for 14 yards. Penn State's had their plays, but still Kalispell's defense is keeping them off balance. Now Warrick running across the 40, and this goes for about 5. Now Kalispell goes too deep. It's 3rd down and 3. Warrick keeps again. He's tripped up and doesn't get it. They have not let Warrick do a lot on the ground, and they'll bring out the field goal team again. This one from 52. And it is right between the uprights and good. 17-9. But Kalispell's found the end zone twice. That is the difference maker. And now a chance to add points before the half. Screen for Jenkins. Blockers lead the way in the second level, and that's a first down to keep the clock stopped. Kalispell empty look. Austin Jenkins slot left. Here's second down. Irvin pocket collapses and he's intercepted. It's Petty who jumped it and Penn State takes over. Kyle Petty makes the play. They had great coverage again. Irvin, feeling the rush, just wants to check it down and Petty's ready. He jumped it at just the right time. If he jumps it earlier, Irvin probably just takes the sack. Now the Nittany Lions in business. Down 8. 27 seconds. Warrick running and Foster played bad contain. Sliding down near the 15. First down. Penn State just trying to add something. 17 seconds. Now they draw play. Wilson breaking outside to the 10 and trying to work out of bounds. But the clock keeps moving. He didn't have any forward momentum. And they've not used their last timeout. This is the last play. Warrick for Wilson. Tackled at the 5 and the half is over. They botched that one pretty badly and Penn State cannot capitalize off the INT. And they still trail by 8 to a much improved Kalispell football team. I really wasn't sure what to expect coming into this game. I knew we struggled against Minnesota, didn't do much right, but we look like a good team again. Kalispell up 17-9. Can they keep that pressure on Penn State? They played a great half of defense. Now Warrick is going to hand this one to Wilson, who will find some space off tackle, and Kevin Wilson gains 9. Now Kalispell loads off the box. They're going to bring some pressure at Warrick, who sidesteps the rush. He could run for it, but he won't, and the pass is knocked down. Big mistake for Warrick. Not his first freshman mistake of the day. So quickly, the ball goes to Kalispell on second down. Pressure on Irvin, they'll check it underneath. Maddox, not much there, maybe even lost one. But Kalispell's definitely made sure to keep managing pressure among their top priorities. Here's some on third down. Irvin is sacked. There were 2 defenders. He got away from the first. Vince Donaldson makes the play, and Luke Irvin is down on the field. Irvin, who was sacked 9 times against Minnesota, they've protected him better, but not perfectly, and Irvin will have to exit. It's Penn State football now in Kalispell territory. Warrick getting some room now, and he's across the 30. Racing inside the 15, and Kalispell finally gets to him after he makes it goal to go. This time, all the blocks came together. Penn State down by 8, it's goal to go. Warrick taking off and hit down, this time Brandon Williams. That's 3 sacks now up against that right tackle. Second and goal. Better protection for Warrick and caught by Huffman, who turns up. Williams couldn't close the gap. And now it's 3rd and goal from short range. Kalispell pinches the line. Warrick 3rd and goal. Got to make a decision, and he'll throw it away, taking no chances. That brings out the field goal team, and we have an update. Luke Irvin is out for the rest of this game with a mild concussion. And that means Kalispell will have to protect this 5-point lead with Matt Reddick stepping in. Kalispell's offense has kind of been all over the place today, and now they've got to make a dramatic change. Number 2, true freshman Reddick is in. He rolls out on first down, checks it down for Merville, who picks up the first down after the catch. This certainly puts a lot more pressure on Austin Jenkins and the running game. But of course, Reddick can run the option. He'll keep it on first down and slide safely. He's really got to be careful because Kalispell only has one other quarterback on the roster, and he's redshirted. Now it's Jenkins getting a block from Edwards. He's outside, down the sideline. One man to beat. Jenkins too fast. Touchdown. Kalispell extends the lead. That's what they needed with Irvin out of the game. Austin Jenkins stepping up big time, and that block from Edwards was key. I don't think that happens without it. Now up by 11, Kalispell will go for 2. Reddick, end zone, caught by Edwards off the perfect release. Look at him beat the press coverage and create separation that cannot be closed. 25-12, Kalispell leads here in Beaver Stadium. And it's Warrick running on first down, puts a move on Tommy Jordan, fighting ahead through contact. 21 more for LaMecca Warrick. He's had a couple big runs in this half already. Now Wilson right through the middle of this Kalispell front. And it's a 16-yard run. This run game has looked transformed here in the second half. Now it's a screen. Wilson with Green in front. He's across the 30 and chased down after picking up another first down conversion. Now they'll bring Tommy Jordan down. He's backing off. Kalispell mixing up their looks. There's a jump throw for Allen, and he'll head out of bounds with a 5-yard catch. Penn State 3 of 9 on third down. Needing one. Warrick keeps, and he's got room. Kalispell had 2 defenders bite on the running back. You've got to play better option defense. Warrick makes it 1st and goal, now running left. What a hit by James Huggins! And Warrick is held to just 1. Warrick still in the game, 2nd down and goal. Protected this time. Warrick floating back in the end zone. It's Copeland! Touchdown! A perfect throw from LaMecca Warrick over everybody. And that'll make it a 1-score game again. The extra point cuts the deficit to 6, and Kalispell will take over. Matt Reddick out there. Very successful first drive, and now Reddick running on first down, again sliding, not taking the contact. The question with Reddick is, can he be accurate when he's asked to throw? On 2nd down, on target, Sherrod Edwards. He makes his first catch for 14. 2 tight end look now. Jenkins the lone back, running right as he breaks a tackle and fights ahead for about 5. We've seen how Kalispell has adapted the offense now. A lot more running. They've only asked Reddick to throw it once as Jenkins plows ahead for 5 more. Sean Merville checks in now. It's 3rd and inches. He'll take it left side, and that is just enough to keep the drive going. Reddick under center. Here's Lindsey in motion. Play fake. Pressure's on. Reddick off the mark, looking for Lindsey on the short throw. Less than a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Empty backfield look for Reddick. 3rd and 10 against the pressure. Reddick airmails, and Lindsey was wide open. 4th down. That's a big missed opportunity. Now Kalispell has to punt. Here's Dominic Day angling toward the sideline, and it bounces out inside the 10. An excellent punt for the true freshman as Penn State takes over down 6. It's Wilson on the counter, breaking to the left boundary, and he'll pick up 14. Kalispell's run defense again showing those struggles. Now Copeland in motion. Warrick flips his way. He's got room now on the right. And again, it's a first down picked up on the ground for Penn State. Both teams have become pretty run-focused here in the second half. Now Warrick throwing short. Avery Cruz after the catch. He's got the first down. They have this defense reeling in the second half for sure. Ball at midfield. 1st and 10, again calling a screen. Now Wilson with a block in the second level. He'll get about 7 more. Big 3rd and short. Jordan creeps down. Warrick will run it. He breaks a tackle, and he's got it. Taking the ball down to the 32-yard line. Jordan down in the box again. Warrick running up the middle. Now he'll break it to the right. Nowhere to go. And he's hit down by Nick Robinson. Now Kalispell creates the tough 3rd down. They'll only bring 3. And they got some pressure. Warrick takes a shot, and he's intercepted. Jamari Akinjide has his 2nd. And the 5th-year redshirt senior, who entered today with 2 career interceptions, has 2 more. He was tackled down at the 1, however, so Reddick will sneak, and he's still on his feet, fighting through the pile and creating 6 yards of room. Kalispell just trying to protect this 6-point lead. Now Jenkins runs right, has the first, breaking tackle, still on his feet. Jenkins tripped up after a 27-yard run. That's a $144. What a performance and perfect timing from Jenkins. Merville checks in now to give him a rest, sweeping left, using that speed across the 40 and stretching beyond the first down marker. Warhawks approaching midfield. Jenkins back in. Left side. This time there's nowhere to go. and Austin Jenkins is down. Favoring his right leg, Jenkins up, but clearly limping off the field. Now Kalispell down their top quarterback and running back as Sean Merville's back in. Sprint pass right side, Reddick lost it, and Penn State jumps on the football. They're just trying to give him some looks outside the pocket, but everybody was covered, and then Jackson comes down to make the big hit. The Nittany Lions take over in just a 6-point game. Warrick away from pressure. That's caught by Allen. Somehow it wasn't knocked away. Gain of 7. In Kalispell territory, it is 3rd down. 4 on the rush, and wide open. Marcus Copeland spun down by Akinjide, but he's got the conversion. Copeland in motion again. Warrick gives this one to Wilson. He breaks through the middle, but lost his footing. It's a 1st down regardless. They've had this run defense reeling all second half. Now breaking out a screen and no one there to stop it. Burnett has blockers. He's inside the 10, driving through Jordan's tackle. Gain of 20. Penn State just a couple yards away. It's 1st and goal. Warrick gives to Wilson, who easily walks into the end zone. Touchdown Penn State, and that is going to give them a slim lead. We also have an update from the Big Ten. Minnesota has lost by 1 to Memphis. A shocking defeat for Minnesota after the upset of Kalispell, who is again on the verge of losing as they trail by 1. Sean Merville in the game. He navigates through traffic. He's got daylight. Now across the 50. 26 for Merville. Best rushing performance of the year for Kalispell. Now Reddick trips over Merville and he's sacked. His feet got tangled on the drop back and Aaron Jordan's there. There's nothing that Reddick really could have done on this play. Now a 3rd and 9 as the clock ticks down toward 2.5 minutes. Reddick looks short, now under pressure and incomplete. Great coverage downfield, and it's 4th down. Edwards isolated left, Lindsey and Houston to the right, and here's the blitz. Reddick over the middle and intercepted. Chase Jackson. He knocked the football free from Reddick last drive, and now a leaping interception intended for Nick Lindsey. And Penn State takes over with a chance to close. Lameka Warrick on the outside connects with Richard Carter. What a throw. Quickly now approaching field goal range. Wilson runs right. There's Williams to defend. 3rd and 7 now upcoming. A 1st down here would end the game. Kalispell down to 1 timeout as Wilson doesn't go anywhere on the draw. Now Akinjide. It's another long field goal try now for Penn State. This one, 56. And this kick is hooked wide left. It's no good. It's no good. Kalispell takes over. We're not done. Matt Reddick in the game on 1st down sets up the screen. Merville all the way outside. He doesn't get much room. And Kalispell cannot stop the clock. We're down to 1:20 left on 2nd down. Reddick working outside. He's chased and tripped up after a short run. Now 3rd down, the clock is still moving. We're inside a minute. Houston the motion man. Blitz is sent. Reddick on target at Sherrod Edwards. That puts them in Penn State territory. Maybe a 1st down away from field goal range. Play action, sliding right. Reddick sets his feet. He's on target for Houston. Near the 25, 17 yards. It's Houston who had the key 2-point conversion late in that national championship meeting. Now Kalispell in field goal range. They'll run it with Jim Jackson right side inside the 20. And there's nothing Penn State can do now. Reddick is up to the line and he spikes it with 2 seconds left. And now out comes Rick Thomas. Penn State will ice him. But Rick Thomas now will attempt a game-winning 35-yard attempt from right hash. Senior Rick Thomas for the win. The kick is up, and it is no good! Thomas missed it! It's the first miss of his college career, and Penn State wins! Another heartbreaking finish between these teams, this time Kalispell on the wrong end of it, and they have lost back-to-back games. This for the first time since year 5, when they lost to Utah State and Hawaii in 2 straight weeks. Another wild finish, and this time it's a 35-yard missed field goal that ends it for the best kicker in Kalispell history. And I know all of you are wondering, was that missed on purpose? It was not. When Thomas missed that kick, I sat there in awe and then watched it back. And obviously, with Ice the kicker, the angle changes and everything. And I misjudged how much I actually had to correct for the hash placement and being able to hit that angle. It's tougher in college than the pros. And you don't really get a great angle there with the arrow. And I completely underestimated the angle entirely. And when you're that close, you need a more aggressive angle because there's less distance to cover. If that were a longer kick, it might have still been missed, but it wouldn't have missed by that much. I can't believe it. I have not missed a kick with Rick Thomas until then. It's another wild finish against Penn State. Every game we've played against them has been dramatic for one reason or another. And next time we try to overcome our 2 straight defeats against South Florida, we do not have any injuries, thankfully. It was a high ankle sprain for Austin Jenkins, so I'll upgrade some of his equipment to match that injury, and Luke Irvin will be back. But obviously our offense was very different with Warrick in the game. We need Irvin to be healthy this year, and Warrick had some pretty key misses in the past game. I still can't believe I missed that kick. I know there was one time in the Minnesota series I missed a 17 or 18-yard field goal attempt. That was obviously a less impactful one, but there is the first miss for Rick Thomas. For those wondering why I didn't center the ball, 1, I didn't want to risk a fumble. We were already pretty close, and 2, I didn't think I had to. I thought I'd just make the kick and it would be business as usual. Not this time, apparently. But thank you all for watching. Kalispell will look to bounce back next time. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll have the USF game coming up soon. Have a great day, everybody.